Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping in today. As you can see by the intro and what's behind me, I've got a new toy in the wood yard and I'm pretty excited about it. So as most of y'all know that have been following along with the channel, I had the old green dump truck and it done me right. It's been on the farm for probably at least 12 years, maybe a little bit longer. It's hauled all kinds of mulch, logs, firewood, you name it, it's been in the bed of that truck. Made several trips to the landfill, but it was time to retire it and replace it with this. So I'm going to go over a few of the features with it and talk a little bit about it and some of the decisions that I had to weigh out, on the trailer, selling the dump truck, just all that went along with that decision. So stick around. So I decided to go with the Lamar. If it looks familiar, it's probably because you've seen one pretty similar to it on Todd's channel over at Todd's Outside Again. And he's the one that really sold me on this Lamar. And once I started looking at him in person, I could really see why he was pretty happy with his, and the features that come with him. It was no doubt a good choice for me to make as well. So let's do a little bit of a walk around. Like I said, this is the 7 by 16 foot model. They had a 14 there and they had the 16, and I think there was just a couple $100 difference in the 16 foot versus the 14 foot. So I went ahead and went with the 16 foot. And mainly the reason I did that was just because if I do decide I want to haul some lumber in it, I can get 16 foot lumber in it and shut the tailgate. The only downfall to the 16 foot is, of course, the trailer weighs a little bit more than the 14 foot. So that in turn limits your payload capacity by a couple $100 pounds. The difference between the 14 foot and the 16 foot is overall weight. And of course this trailer, as most all of them, have the 14,000 pound axles, 7,000 pounds each. So your overall capacity is 14,000 pounds. And I think this model, I will have to look, I think it's somewhere around 4,800 pounds empty. So pretty beefy trailer, to say the least. Now the biggest factor that I had was this right here. I definitely, in talking to several different people, everyone I talked to said that it is a absolute must that you have a 7-gauge floor. And the Lamar has a seamless 7-gauge floor. So there's no welds, there's no seams. It's one continuous piece of metal there. And I think it's definitely going to hold up to whatever I decide to put in here. Another must that I had to have was a barn door style tailgate system, especially for unloading firewood. That was a must, which most of them now has the barn door style rear doors on them, but that was a must on the trailer. And I won't go into too many details because there's a lot of videos out there reviewing these Lamar trailers, but this one's got the 3-way gate, so it's got the barn doors, and you can shut the barn doors, and you've got a spreader gate. This hinge is open here, and you can spread, or it'll open all the way up, and you can dump whatever you want out of it. Another factor in my decision on going with the dump trailer versus keeping the dump truck was the ability to haul equipment, tractor, you know, lawnmower, whatever I wanted to put in it, I could put in it and haul it. And so these ramps that slide in here, they were a big benefit to this trailer. So as you can see, they're very well built and they're long. So they make that incline not quite so steep by how long they are. I think, I've not measured them, but I think they're 6-foot ramps. So that makes that angle of your approach a lot less steep. So it's got the 2 5/16 Demco coupler. I think this is a 12,000 pound jack. Nice big box here with your battery, your pump, controller. Place up here for your tie downs, chains, booms, whatever. One thing I really like about, you know, the thought they put into this box, if you unplug your cord here and you want to store this in here to keep it out of the weather, keep it out of the dirt, put it right there, shut the lid on it, and the only thing exposed is the cord. I thought that was a really you know, neat addition right there that they added to this box. And of course it's got the onboard charger, trickle charger here. It's got a level meter, some light indicators on it, and then the outlet for it right here in this weatherproof box right here. So really convenient just to plug your extension cord in there and you're charging and ready to go. So I've hauled I hauled 4 ton of gravel in it yesterday. I've had it for a little over a week now, and hauled 4 ton of gravel in it yesterday. Hauled it with no issues whatsoever. Perfect, well balanced, pulled well, rode well. No complaints at all on that end of it. So tomorrow I've got a 2 face cord firewood delivery. So I'm gonna load up a couple face cords and get those ready for tomorrow. So it'll be the first load of firewood in the new Lamar trailer. Took Jacob's approach on that one. It worked out good, Jacob. So there's definitely a lot of reasons and a lot of things that I really love about this trailer. You know, the construction, the powder coating, the floor, I like these rigid top rails. Very, very well built trailer. But like I said, there's all kinds of videos out there reviewing Lamar trailers, so I'll keep that to kind of short and simple. But one of the biggest deciding factors that I had when I sold the dump truck was the cost of insurance on it. You know, that truck was a 86 model C30, you know, nothing fancy at all. And the cheapest I could get that truck insured was like $130 a month, which was ridiculous. And I mean, that was the bare minimum insurance that I could get in the state of Tennessee. And the reason being is because when you run the VIN on it, it comes back as a cab and chassis, which is a commercial vehicle. So that automatically ran all the pricing up. So that was my biggest determining factor in selling the dump truck and going with the trailer. And the second one is, of course, being able to pull equipment in this trailer. And that's something I want to get to and get to that point. So that was the second thing that was the big deciding factor. So those are my reasons for selling it. Looking forward to taking this and delivering it tomorrow. I appreciate y'all sticking around with me for a little bit, and I hope to catch you on the next one. We'll see you.